Greetings, my people, my Arsenal Futurites family, brothers and sisters. Welcome to another edition of the Arsenal Future podcast. Yours truly, Future of Arsenal Future. How you doing out there? Hope everyone's fine and up for the game today. We're back. We're back to the Premier League settings because the last couple of weeks it's been international football, and a lot of our players who played for their respective countries were balling out. Mourinho scored 2 goals for Spain. Eze scored for England. So too did Saka, scored a worldie. Saka. And who else? Somebody else scored as well. I think it was Trossard scored for Belgium. And Martinelli scored for Brazil as well. So a lot of our players, uh, you know, balled out for their countries. Unfortunately, Victor Gyökeres didn't score for Sweden. Sweden, I believe, got knocked out. They're not going to the World Cup next year, which is a big shame. If you've not seen it, go and check our previous podcast, previous upload on Victor Gyökeres. I put a post out, I think it was about a couple of days ago, about I think he will score again. I'm very got all the confidence in the world that he will score again. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you haven't done so already. Do me a favor. Also, please smash the like button on this video for it to get popularity around the world, and for, of course, people to look at it and view it, and then eventually help the channel to grow. We've got some goodies coming up, like I've been telling you for maybe about the last year or so. Finally, we've got the insulation. We've got the sky installed, because where we moved to there was no insulation, so we had to pay. We had to pay not a lot of money, but we had to pay a little small fortune to get it insulated, installed, and then now we're able to stream some games. We've got the broadband as well, because when we were streaming before, it wasn't good enough. The data on the phone was too slow. But now we're up and running. I can't promise you when our first game is going to be, when our first stream is going to be. It might take a few weeks for us to figure things out, and we don't even have a table. So eventually we're going to set the thing up. We're going to be like a mini AFTV. And who knows? In the future, we could become like another AFTV. Because we're planning for it to build. We don't want it to be some small time channel. We want it to be a big time channel. So it could take a couple more years for it to really build. And then we're going to start, mingling with the fans. Maybe even get some fans, or we get another premises, a bigger premises than this. Because it's not really big here. We're going to get some fans in and interview them, like what Sky do. We want it to really be, we will only be saying something to the fans, and take you guys to places that you've not been to before. But anyway, we're here to talk about the game against Fulham a little bit later on. And before I forget, I apologise. I apologise for the late upload. We were supposed to upload from earlier this morning, or even late last night, but I was so tired. But the good thing is today we're not going out. But anyway, the game against Fulham, we're not going out today, so we can, we've got the time to speak to you today. The game against Fulham is a tricky game, guys, because you know that Arsenal, the last 2 games we played at Craven Cottage, last season we drew 1-1. We could have won that game, but we drew 1-1, and that was one of the games that many of us as Arsenal fans believe that that's what derailed our season. That was a game where we thought we believed that really was one of the dents in our title challenge, and it proved to be so. And then the season before that, I think we lost 2-1. So it's not an easy game, and they always raise their game against us, as many teams do. And they've got a lot of ex-Arsenal players. They've got Burton Leno, they've got ESR, Emil Smith-Rowe. Who else have they got? Those two. They've got another guy Alex Sorobi as well. And Reece Selson was on loan there last season, but he didn't play many games because he got injured. But we've got to be really fit, where we're Fulham. And but I believe we'll win today. I'm going to go for 2-0 Arsenal. I've been saying 2-0 for maybe about a couple of weeks now. When me and my friends, and whenever me and my fellow Arsenal supporters talk about this game, I always say 2-0. I've always been saying 2-0 from since the last couple of weeks. I fancy a 2-0 Arsenal. We're going to go and thrash them because we're not at that level yet where we're going to batter teams into submission. But I believe a straightforward 2-0 Arsenal win. I don't know who will score, but I think Gyökeres will score one of the goals. I think he will score one of the goals. And I'm not sure who scored the second goal. I would rule out someone like Mikel Mourinho scored the second goal. But I hope that Gyökeres starts and that Arteta doesn't go over the top and plays Mourinho because he scored again for Spain in midweek. We just hope that he keeps it sensible. Play your best players. I know it's Fulham, but Fulham has a tricky side. Play your best players. And if we go 2-0 up, 3-0 up, and we're for 3 or 2-0 up with about, 20 minutes to play, then you can make some substitutions. You could then take off Gyökeres, and then rest him for Atletico Madrid on Tuesday, and bring him if Mourinho is not there already. Bring him on, or maybe bring on Ranieri or someone like that. I want to see Dowman. I'm not seeing Dowman for a while. I wouldn't mind seeing Dowman for like the last 20 or the last 25 minutes. Let him come on and do his thing, and see how it goes. But yes, I'm expecting a 2-0 win. I don't want us to become any stupid yellow cards, certainly not any red cards. And let's just be professional today, see the game out. Liverpool got a very difficult game tomorrow at Anfield against Manchester United, the two biggest clubs in Britain. I know Celtic and Rangers fans might have something to say about that, but they are the two biggest. So we're the third. Uh, I think that game is quite possible. Man United could shock Liverpool. But I'm expecting Liverpool to win that game. Liverpool are not in good form at the moment. United they won their last game, but I would not be surprised if this was maybe even a 1-0 to Liverpool. So we need to win this game against Fulham, and we will win it. I'm confident of that. Usually, sometimes I go into games when we're playing, I'm thinking, we're going to win this game. But this team now, this squad that we've got now, there's no excuses. No excuses. I even think we could even win 2 trophies this season. One of the domestic cups is to go along with either the Champions League or the title, and that will be very, very good. Anyway, guys, if you're going to the game, you look after yourselves. If you're at the game already, take care of yourselves and each other as well. Don't forget, we're all Arsenal supporters. We might have differences of opinions about the direction of the club and the state of the team and so on, and the management and so on. But I think a lot of us, or most of us, it appears, are in agreement with the team and the squad that is very strong, probably the strongest for 20 years. So we need to be winning games like this, potential banana skin games like this. We need to be winning it. Just look after yourselves, respect one another. If there's any trouble, like I've said, between our fans or between the opposition fans, which are Fulham fans, just call the police, yeah? Don't get yourself involved. It's not worth it. You take care of yourselves, and I'm going to do a fan cam after the game. I'm going to start incorporating fan cams after games, depending on the score and the mood and the game and so on. I can't promise I'll do it for every single game, but for certain selected games I'll do it, and I think I'll do it today because we're not really going anywhere today. We're going to be around in the office for the whole day today. So you look after yourselves, and I'll see you later on. And like I said, 2-0 Arsenal, and you're going to see the line. I put the lineups up there already, so you know what I believe the lineup will be. It usually changes, or it usually differs from the one that we go with officially, Arteta. But one thing I've got to say also, please, no Mourinho. Yeah, I know he scored in midweek, but no Mourinho. If he plays Mourinho from the start, play him as a striker or play him close to Gyökeres as possible, but not play him in the midfield. That just don't work. Mourinho, it better not be Mourinho and Rice and Zubimendi. That don't work. That doesn't work. Beg you, please, Arteta. You've got to play Eze as a 10. Odegaard is not there no more at the moment, so play Eze as a 10. Play Deck as a 6 base, and play Zubimendi as an 8, because Zubimendi has got a great array of passes, and I don't want to see Zubimendi as a 6. It's just waste. And Rice as a 8, Zubimendi as a 6. It should be the other way around, you know, because Rice is better as a 6, you know. But anyway, guys, we'll talk about this later another time, the formation and the position of players another time. But when the next international break comes along in the next month or so, we'll talk about more about the team, the dynamics of the team and the squad as a whole, you know, and so on. I've not forgotten. Take care. Adios. Much love.